Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to do a demo of Tattvik AI tutor platform. Today we're solely going to focus on the dashboard. We will do multiple such videos which will take you through the entire platform over the next few days. So I'm logged in as Satya. Satya is a student who is signed up for his personal use. As you can see here, it's self-led. The reason I say that is because in Tattvik, you can have a student who's using it via school or just for his personal use. So Satya is for his using it for his personal. If you look at the dashboard is trying to get Satya to focus on what he needs to do today, gives him a snapshot of what he's done and what he needs to focus on today. This particular paragraph here and this task list, this gets refreshed every single day based on his activity. So it's not static, it's very contextual. So if you see here, it says, let's start by knocking out levels of organization, levels in a living organism, because it's overdue. Once you've cleared that, let's practice what is self. Where's this coming from? If you look at it, there is also a structured task list. So there's always going to be a top 5 tasks that he needs to focus anytime he logs in. It's crunching a lot of data, his activity, all the things he has done. Is there any exams coming up? Based on that, it's going to kind of prioritize the top 5 things he should do on that particular day. So if you look here, it has multiple different types of tasks. One is, it says this is overdue because it's been taught. It's been 9 days and we haven't revised it. So it's asking you to revise it. This one says you revised it, but you've not practiced it. So that's what this is. Fresh from class is taught and you're still within that particular period where you should be doing a revision. So we have a pedagogy of, revising something within 7 days after it's taught. So it's fresh from class. And there is an exam revise as well, which is if there's an exam coming up, it will start prioritizing that as well. But since this exam is, about 2-3 weeks away, it's still lower down the priority order. And as we get closer, it will move up this particular task list. You can see that if you go down, this is kind of a summary of what he's done over the last week. Where does he stand with his peers? Again, it's all anonymous. There's no name, leaderboard, etc. It's all about, are you on pace? Where are you compared to the rest of the cohort? What has been your best week? What have you done this week? So you know that you've done 10 concepts in 1 week and, that's your kind of bandwidth. So you should be able to do that. So it gives you your best week here. And the same thing it does subject-wise. Right now, we have only a single subject. It's only showing science. But I think that gives you a picture of what's in the dashboard. Apart from that, we also have these messages here. So parents can monitor, can have a transparent view of what their child is revising, where they're struggling, what they need to do. And they have options to kind of send these small messages to them, nudging them, praising them, encouraging them. So that shows up here. The same thing, if you are a student via school, the teachers are also able to do that to remind students to do certain revisions, nudge them, etc. All of that shows up in these messages. You can always open that up and then you'll see. But right now, there's only a single message. So that's what it is. This here is just, again, a feature where a student can level up. It's relative to what his pace is, what he's doing. So he has 150 concepts to master. So as he keeps mastering them, he keeps leveling up. So it's just, another way of showing progress, I guess. So, yep, that's the dashboard. From the dashboard, it's not just static. So all of these are shortcuts. So if you say overdue, you click on this, it takes you straight away to the revision screen. And this is our coach. So every screen has a coach, which helps you the first time you get there. So you know how to use that particular screen. You can dismiss it and you can bring it up whenever you want. But yeah, so that's the revision screen. So it took you there straight from this particular task list.
Yeah, so that's how the self-led student journey and dashboard look like. Now we will see how it looks for a school-led student.
So last time we were logged in as Satya, who was a self-led student. I'm just going to log in as a student who is signed up via school. Just logged in just to show you what the difference is. So if you see here, this particular student, you can see messages. There's a message from his teacher let's look at the whole message. It says here, the recent practice was strong, but there's an exam coming up, and we need to put some effort into the other topics not revised as well. It's like a nudge to revise for this particular exam. So this is the exam that's coming up, which is scheduled by the school. And apart from that, I think it's mostly the same. It's just that you have a few more different school-related items, which a self-led student may not have. So let's see what this is. I've clicked on the exam, and you can see the exam. The exam will have topics which are coming for that particular exam, and they'll need to start revising for those topics which we track, and then they can take that exam. We'll get into those details, start revision, exam, etc., in a separate video. So that's slightly different for a student via school. You can see it with school. And one final thing is to show you that if you're an older child, here we go. So we have the coach again because I'm logging in for the first time, which is going to take you through that particular dashboard. Now, this is a theme for slightly older kids, but if the child prefers this, he can always use this particular theme, or they can switch back to Quest theme. So they have two options. The data is all the same. The language is slightly different. The positioning is slightly different, but both of these themes pretty much achieve the same objective. So that's a wrap on the dashboard. I'll see you again in the next video.